بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين. Mr. Chair, Mr. Director General, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like first of all to congratulate our organization for the maturity that all the member states have witnessed in this very specific session because of the long debates on the budget, on the priorities, on the declarations. And I think that it's time for all of us to seize the opportunity and ask ourselves important and crucial questions on whether we want this organization to be a technical and normative one, or we want it to be a real political organization with real impact on employment, on decent work, and so many areas that it covers. I think that our duty, our common responsibility today is to promote a new generation of multilateralism. And we can't do that if we don't really mobilize our governments, our bodies of employers, our unions, to make sure that there is a consensus on what we want to present to the world and to the future generations in every single country. We need an efficient and relevant organization that is connected to the real lives, priorities, and lived experiences of our populations, of our citizens. And this is why I want to thank and encourage and endorse the role, the efforts that Director General is doing every day with all of you, member states and chairs, so that we can transform our organization in this post-COVID era. By the way, I don't see another choice. I don't see another organization who can play this role because of the unique constituency of this very specific organization with the tripartism that we all know. Let us be practical and try to shape this international endeavor and nurture it with our experiences. Since tomorrow we'll start the summit on the international coalition that the organization wants to launch and that we, of course, endorse and want to nurture. One of the areas that are important to all of us is social dialogue, as one of the spaces where most of the agreements can be achieved. In Morocco, for instance, we reached last year a historic agreement on social dialogue. We have the proof with the unions, the 3 representative unions present here, the representatives of employers. And if we could achieve this social dialogue agreement in very difficult times in terms of economy, in terms of inflation, and you all know the circumstances that all our countries are facing, it's because we wanted to act in a responsible way towards our citizens in these very difficult times. This social dialogue agreement enabled us not only to reach social peace, which is of course one of the basics of every social dialogue objectives. It enabled us to launch 3 important, crucial and unprecedented reforms in the sector of education for more than 500,000 people, workers, in the sector of higher education and in the sector of health. The second area that we absolutely need to tackle in a responsible way is social protection. His Majesty King Mohammed VI launched a royal project to generalize social protection to all Moroccans. We could reach last year more than 11 additional Moroccans who have now the access to the medical coverage. It's huge in terms of budget. It required a lot of trade-offs for the government, but we could reach it, and we are engaged this year, next year, and the year after to tackle the other areas of social protection, namely the family allowances, the job loss compensation that exists but that we're revamping, and the extension of pensions to all types of workers, including those who do not earn wages. Another interesting area that you're tackling here, and I'm finishing with this, is the apprenticeship, because it's one of the very efficient ways to make sure there is an integration to the job market. We have more than 600,000 people in the vocational training, and His Majesty launched one of the Rolls-Royces of vocational training in Morocco that we call the Cities of Skills, with more than 35,000 students, villages of tourism, aeronautics, and car industry, and so many other industries, so that we can give to this very important population the means of its success. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to take more time. I just want to reassure you that Morocco is engaged with the ILO in the endeavor of the Director General, and we completely endorse and we want this initiative that is launched tomorrow to be a successful one. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen.